So, hi everybody and welcome back to the Unreal Engine 5 full game tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 78 and in this video we continue with our game, and in our last video we stopped where we created a blueprint, the stone which we want to throw, and in this video we are going on with the logic to throw the stone. So, we already did this part here. That was that where we spawned this blueprint, attached it to the component, a billboard, and now let's see what we need next. The next thing is we need to change this code what we created a little bit, and what would we change is this one here. We disconnect this one and we create here the output here as a variable. So how we do this, we go to the circle, right click, promote to variable, connect it back to all it was, and name the variable what you like. Let's call this in my case something like ref underscore stone. And by the way, a tip, this underscore makes problems. I will show you this in a moment, but still you can call it otherwise. You can change it like you like, but I will show you the problem in a moment. So let's go on, and the next thing what we need now is we need a new key. So try to get again, copy this here, and to get a new key, I got here the O key, because if I press the first, what we do is we spawn it, right? We press G, we grab it from the ground, then we spawn it, and then after we spawned it, we want to throw it. And that's why we need another key binding. I just make it for test purposes O here. And now how we throw it. Let's go and look a little bit. Again, I need here this do once node, and again, like last time, I will explain it here when we are finished, but let's just add it. Do once, so right click, do once, and this do once we will start closed, but later, like I said, I will explain it. Right now, I need now set simulate physics on. And why I need set simulate physics on? The point is we have created here a blueprint. We spawned here a blueprint, but this blueprint has no physics. But the stone which is in this blueprint, let me open this fast so that I can explain it better. This static mesh here has physics, and we want activate this physics. When I go here to the details panels, simulate, and you can see we can activate the simulate physics. And this is that what I make now here in my character. I say now, okay, I want this activating this physics, and the reason why I want this, now we can add to the stone a force. Force means you can make it move, and I want to throw this stone, so I want to make it move, and that's why simulate physics. Simulate, oops, I write it right, simulate physics, and you can see we have here strange things. Let's see why I have this. Set simulate physics, I have to write set simulate physics and simulate physics. Okay, I still have not all options what I have. Okay, let's select this one and deselect this one, because we need first of all just to set simulate physics. And now you can see we need the right thing, the target. First of all, we can set simulate physics on, but of course, like I showed you the candle, I need now the stone. Careful, this is a blueprint. Blueprint has not of physics, or perhaps it has, but important is we need the stone, right, in this. So how we get the stone for in this? You can go to the ref which we just created. That was this one here. So let's just grab this reference, get it, and again, this is a blueprint. I have to go into and get the stone. Normally you can write now the name of the static mesh which you named in your blueprint. Let's open it one time because this can confuse a little bit. You see I called it SM stone. Again, this underscore makes problem. I think it comes from C++ a little bit. It is not converting. So what you let me show you what I write. When I try to get this component with writing SM stone, you see it is not popping up, not even down when I scroll it down. It is a little bit buggy. So this, but when I write just stone, you can see when I go just down, it is get as SM stone. So this underscore makes problem, especially in C++, I think, with yeah, and I think in the here in blueprints as well. So try to, I don't know, it's important that you know this one or just write it without underscore. Don't know what you want, but make what you think, but it works, right? All right, I get it. I have the stone and now I can give it as a target, and now this should work. So we what we did, so the question is what we did here. We just activated this physics. That means not we did anything else, so it is not moving. We want that it moves, so we need one more step. The next step is we add an impulse. There are different ways actually how we can make it move, but I just use add impulse. Add impulse means just like the name, we add a force, and this physics will react to this force, which means it will just move. So let's do this. Add impulse. You can see this is this node here, add impulse, and again we have here set again the target, and the target, what was the target again, is again the same thing like before with the physics. So we can just copy this one, Control C, Control V, it works, and just get this as a target. And important is now how we calculate this impulse here. This is the impulse. Here we see a vector, but the impulse what I have, what I need is from my camera, I mean from my character, the forward vector of my character. So when my character is facing forward, I want that I throw it forward, right? And to do so, we have to get the player camera, because the player camera is more or less the character camera, right? So you can see this is the player camera, which we see, and this is our this is also our camera. So what we have to do is just, oops, let's go here, get the player camera. So you can get it very easy. You just go here in the outline, in the component section here, and just grab it, drag it here, we have it. So what we need next is the forward vector. I said, what is the forward vector? The forward vector is just where you are facing. So I want forward, not left, not right. That's why there is the shortcut when we get the node get forward vector. So that's nice to have. And now we can check this one, but this one will not work. So why it will not work? Because this value which comes here out is too less for this one. We have to multiply this one. So how we multiply? Just easy. You drag this out and write multiply. Again, we need the operator multiplier, which means multiplication. And then, of course, we have to find here a value. But here is one more thing. Let's say I want just multiply one value, right? Not to write here for everything something. I think you can make then something very, you can convert this one. So you go here to the node below, and here on the circle, right click, and then go down, and it says you convert pin. Convert pin means just don't use vector. You can choose what you want. And in my case, I want just an integer. Integer means more a full number, negative or positive. And in my case, now I can multiply it with this number. And the number how to calculate is most time, what was it? Impulse divided the mass of the object. And I show you the mass later, but let's just connect it right now. This is, oops, that was not working. Sorry, why it is not working. Convert pin, integer. Let's write here, I wrote nothing in, perhaps 400, in my case 400, and now connected, now it's working, fine. So that's this one, and let's see what we need more. All right, that was almost, we are almost finished, that's cool, but we have, of course, now to connect this to each other, because this one here is the first thing what you do, you grab it, and then you throw it, and you see the do once node here is here that you don't grab too much or you don't throw too much, or it should not cause errors, because if you have not this do once node, there will be a violation error because there is no object, or you can't access the object because it was destroyed or something. By the way, I forgot to destroy the object. Let's add this one too. So here in this case, we want, after we throw the stone, so we added the impulse, the stone is flying, we want destroy the object. Destroy actor, and careful, the actor now is not the stone here. This stone is just one. We want destroy the actor. Let's see how I make this. Now we need the reference, the full reference, which means this is the blueprint, right? The blueprint. This time I want destroy the blueprint. All right, this is just one random solution, a prototype which I just throw in. It's not perfect, but it will work. So here we have now to connect just the things. So how we connect it first, let's see how we make it first. I press G, I grab, and then I have this in front of me, and then this one here will close. So I can press G, it will not work anymore. That's good. But after that, I want that this one, I press O, and this one should, then I want throw all the code what we did. But here, that's why I said here, there's the once node to close. When you have not grabbed stone, you can't throw, right? That's why we have to open up now this do once node so you can throw. That means you have an object, and that will cause that you have no errors, because all this kind of stuff here needs an invalid object. That's why I have this do once node here, which will only activate it when we have this activated. So then we can connect this just here, and then after this one here, what we need is, or what I did is, so I don't know if I really need it, is here I pressed O, then we throw the stone, we destroy the actor, and then I allow you again to grab a new stone. That's the thing. Oops, that's my workflow. All right, with that said, almost finished. I think I forgot something there. Yeah, I need a delay. All right, I explain the delay in a moment. Let's make this one. This is right, but there is something missing, and that is called a delay. And what is the delay? Why we need a delay before we destroy the actor? And here, at this point here, we need a delay. And why we need a delay? Because if there is no delay, then you throw your stone and it is destroyed immediately, which means there is no movement. So we need to create a delay, and this delay we can write here delay node. Yes, where is this? Oops. Delay. This delay node here, and important is that you then try to figure out the time here, this delayed time. In my case, for test purposes, 2 seconds, but this is very important because I'll show you this in a moment. We can test it right now. We are finished actually. That's all what we need, and it should work, I hope. And let's go here. Let's test this. Let's see if I find this card. Let's see. So first what I did is I grab, right? I press G. That was the first thing. That was what we did in our last video. We created a earth blueprint. I grabbed it and it follows. Now I press the O, but before I press O, you can see if I press now G, I press G, it will not cause an error. If you have not this do once node, it could cause an error here. And now I press O, it froze. I press O again, O again, and you can see it's not working, and that's very good. So it works so far, but let me show you. Let's see if I have an error. No, but sometimes there is an error. Perhaps this one needs still be checked. There could be a race problem. Race problem means that there is faster destroyed or not, but that is just a prototype. Important is now this delay. Let's talk fast about this one. The delay means how long this one is flying, and you want not, you have to figure this out on your own. Let me show you this fast again. So for example, I grab again, And now if I throw it up, you can see, yeah, 2 is not bad. This works anyhow. I made an example. Yeah, you can see it was very fast gone, but yeah, it's very important that you count this. If it's too short, for example, if you have there only 1 second, that will not work and so on. But important is one more thing which I showed you not, and the thing is how you calculate this one here actually. And I said you need here the impulse divided through mass. Where I get the mass actually, the mass is actually here. So when you go to your blueprint, for example, and you can see here the SM stone has here a mass, but careful, I figured out if you go here to, where is that other thing? I don't know where this is, but when you go to the static mesh itself, I think I can find it here, yeah. When you go here to the static mesh itself and try to find the mass here, interesting is you don't find it here. You can write mass, it is not here. But if you go now and put the blueprint on the other side, let's go here again. And where was this blueprint? In my blueprint folder probably. Or here. This is here. So when you put your blueprint here and write here mass, let's go here, mass. So you can see here it's else or not. That's very bad. And the reason for that is you have to click the stone. So if you click the stone now, here, you can scroll out there, I show you. So you can see this is the blueprint, but I said the blueprint where you need the stone because the stone has a mass. And then you can see, now I have it here. And anyway, you can see it. Where is that? Why is that so? Okay, here. You can see it here. It is not highlighted, but right now I have a value about 7 anything. And you can keep this one, or you can click on this one and then try to override it with your own calculated. But careful, the mass is by default very low. 0 point anything was it. You can see 0.7, 0.8 most time, and then you can use this value, but you can of course calculate it with your own value. That's very important, and that was it. That's actually our throw simulation. And yeah, we will go on in the next video with other things because we have a lot to do. And I think if you have any questions or any comments, you can write it in the comment section like all time. See you in the next video. Bye and good luck. And like all time, have fun and never give up.